Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, because I know you're in
Oh,
some of the
it's still
time zone.
here is still evening time. Don't worry, right?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
all right, okay,
here's
I know
still
because I know
evening.
it's yeah. Um, this is Harry from Hasbird TV, and I'm back with Eugene again. So it's our Sunday show. Uh, is everything okay, Eugene? Because you look really surprised.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm about surprised about the scoreline.
You just like what?
No.
So like, first of all, did you watch the game yesterday? Bits.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched it a bit, right? Uh, but nah, to tell the truth, I watched it because when the game started, I was working.
Mm.
Okay, so for the first half, I more or less, how would you say,
Relatively.
watched it on and off on the recorded part. Then
Okay.
on the second half, when I came back, uh, then I hopped on Tottenham Way and how I
Mm.
said did the what called watch along with
Watch
them.
along. Watch along. Yeah.
Yeah, for the second half, watch along with them. Yeah, it was pretty boring the first half, apart from in the end Kane scoring that goal in the injury time, right? So Spurs. I even in the morning show with Bobby, on Boss Spurs TV. I
Yeah.
predicted
Yeah.
we will win. I predicted we'll win 1-0, 2-0.
I thought we
Oh,
might lose it because Hodgson's done well with Palace, so I thought maybe
uh,
they'll turn up and do us or something on the break, but
I
we
always believe there's
did enough, I think. Yeah.
I always believe there's a narrative behind it. So nah, we ain't gonna
Mm.
lose. We've lost too many games, right? And don't forget we're a big six club.
But have you noticed whenever there's a leave out protest, the players suddenly turn up?
Uh, our
Like
players. No, no,
when
no.
Man United game we were 2-0 down.
No,
I'm
it
sure
must.
Levy went in the
You must,
dressing room and was like, you got to fix up, otherwise I'm going to get slaughtered in a second."
no. You must remember, right? It's not that whatever there's a protest and all that.
Mm.
I think it's just because along the way, if we lose so many games, right, it's a bad image for who. So no, and the other part is
Mm.
Dyer didn't play in defense. That's
I
all.
was gonna. That was my first point actually.
Yeah, Dyer
No,
didn't
Eric
didn't play
Dyer.
in defense. So yeah. So since Dyer didn't play in defense, I guess
What the
we're okay.
consequence?
Yeah. The consequence of Dyer not playing defense is a clean sheet and a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah. Yeah. But did you think like it made a big difference? Because like I thought it did, because I thought, don't get me wrong, I don't think Longlay's that good, and Romero has been very like on and off, right? But he, at least it felt like there were less mistakes, I think, without him.
Okay,
Which
who did we play across the back? Right, Longley was left center back. Romero became
Romero,
center back, right?
yeah.
And Emerson Royale became right center back, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Well, we kind of played in a 4-4-2 because we had Emerson on the right, Davies on
Mhm,
the left, and
mhm.
then that's how I saw it when I was there. And then Romero with Longley, and then they played Skip and Højbjerg, Son on the left,
I thought
Porro as
we
like
played
a
three
winger.
four
Porro played as
three.
like a winger,
I thought we
and
played
then
3-4-3 again.
no, because Richarlison played really high up with Kane. Like it looked
Mm,
like a 4-4-2 to me when I was there. It looked like
mm,
a 4-4-2.
okay, all right. Because when Liner came out, I thought it was a 3-4-3 because like I said, right, left center back was Langley, and the center back was Romero, right center back was Emerson,
Emerson.
and then we had Porro on the right wing, and then we had Davies on the left wing, right? And then the two midfielders were Sar and Skip, and then it was still Richarlison. Maybe it was a more flexible kind of thing, right? So
Because I think
um,
Kane said after the game that we played in a 4-4-2 when we were like defending or
attacking,
something, and
oh,
then
defending,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, in a 4-4-2, and then when we attacked, it turned because obviously David
yeah,
played a bit higher up, remember,
mm,
and then
we
Porro played obviously as a wing back too.
we. Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe it was flexible. I don't know. Maybe
that's
give
what
a
he
bit
said
of.
anyway. So
That's what he
yeah,
said. But to tell
but
the
no,
truth,
Eric
right?
Dyer is a good thing. So
To tell the truth, right? The worst part is that after, come on, if our players can turn up for a game like that, but of course it's against an on-form Palace, right?
mm,
And uh, how would you say if we put Emerson back at the right center back, maybe he's more defensive, right?
mm,
Because it still reminded me like a Conte team, right? Emerson goes up, he gets the ball, he goes back down. He passes it back again. He passes
Davies
it
was
back.
the same. Davies was the same.
Yeah, they just keep passing it back. So
Mm.
there's no difference, right? And to tell the truth, it just took one moment of brilliance from Porro with that cross and
Kane,
Kane's
yeah,
and Kane is Kane, right? We
yeah.
know Kane. Kane hits it in, and to tell the truth,
I
during the
think that
second
all came pretty much from Kane. I know Porro played well, but Kane played that ball to Porro in the first place, and then he
half,
went in the box and said, "Porro, just put it on my head," and then he scored. So like it makes you think, where would we without Harry Kane?
we'll be with somewhere around how called
I think we're like
Leicester.
17th, 17th.
Leicester. We'll be fighting with
Yeah,
Leicester, something like
yeah.
that.
Because
Where we
obviously there's the Harry Kane to Man United talk. Yeah. Do you think he's gone in the summer?
to tell the truth, right? At the moment now, it doesn't really matter whether he goes or not, right?
Mm.
To me, it's that if Levy's still there, why should it matter? I don't care, right? Whether Kane stays, Kane goes, right? In the end of the day, it's just all smoke and mirrors again. If Kane signs his
Oh, it's flat part now. Okay.
signs his contract or whatever, right? So mm, it is what it is.
Do you think Kane might wait a year and go on free? Oh, okay. Yeah, something's happened to Eugene. I don't know what happened. Harry Kane to Man United. Do you think he's going to go? Yeah, I didn't expect this to happen. So first of all, let's look for the chat. So Hashim, big up, mate. What's Point FC? You're always here. And yeah, talk about Netflix. Okay. Is everything all right now? What happened?
No, internet connection problems.
All right.
No, Kane. Oh, to tell the truth, right? I keep saying it doesn't matter. We don't have a manager, so
Yeah.
why should it matter, right? We don't have a DOF, right? Why should it matter? How no matter how I see this, we're in shit, right? We have a CFO, right, who is not a. I mean, he could be said as a footballing guy, right, but not in the right continent. He's a footballing guy in the wrong continent, but it could be a right continent for our chairman because right, there's a totally bigger demographic market over there for him to tap into, right? Maybe he's aiming his eyes now on China. Most probably, we might get in a Chinese superstar, right, and break that market, right, and
Like we did with
ching,
Son with
ching,
Korea,
ching, then he can get rid of Son, right? For
yeah.
me, it's like all this while I was thinking, why don't we get Mitoma? Right, if we get Mitoma,
Have we
then
been linked with him? Have we been linked with him?
oh,
You know,
come on, Has in the summer when summer before the summer ends, right? We'll be linked to two to three
every
thousand
player.
players. Yeah, every player that we can be linked to, it will be linked to, right? So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter, right? It doesn't matter, right? So don't want to mention those down the road,
Yeah.
but
Why Newcastle not winning that game? I thought they'd win that game. Anyway,
no, what's the score?
1-0 to Arsenal at Newcastle.
Ah, don't worry, Arsenal will bottle it somewhere along the way.
Hopefully, yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not watching the game because it wouldn't be fair if I'm doing a watch along on Arsenal and Newcastle while doing the show with you, right?
Yeah, imagine when you're watching the game, it's like, come on, Newcastle.
Yeah, come on, Newcastle. But to tell you, I don't care, right?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't think they're
care.
gonna win the title anyway, Arsenal. So
No, it does. To tell you, I don't care if Arsenal wins the title or not, right? Because I care about our club more, right? If you're saying that if this game, right, has something to do with us winning the title, then I would care. But
it's different,
yeah, we are what we're 30 points away from them.
We only got 3 games left, so we're not gonna catch it with 30 points.
Yeah. True. Yeah. Even the Arsenal fans now don't even care about us, right? It's St. Tottenham's Day to them, but they haven't even said a thing. They don't even care because they're so focused.
I saw one tweet about that. That's it. That was like a few weeks ago. You know, when it was mathematically impossible for us to catch them. Someone did put a tweet out like that.
That was the night when they drew with who was that? They drew with who? West Ham?
Southampton.
Oh, Southampton, yeah. Was it Southampton? That's the night when they drew with Southampton. We were
Yeah.
mathematically, they were going to be above us. So I don't care, right? To tell the truth, nah, Rob, you're a great guy, Rob. Nah, you're not so bad. Right? Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
to tell the truth, right, guys, you guys in the chats, right?
Mm.
How would you feel, right, as a Spurs fan now? To tell the truth, when we got smacked by Newcastle, I came out and ranted and said I'm ashamed of being a Spurs fan, being in that kind of situation, right? That's why I don't even, I used to wear the replica jerseys, replica, right?
Mm.
So I don't even, I haven't given Levy my money, and then I don't know where the copyright people come out against me or not. Whether Levy will send me a bill, right, for wearing replica jerseys.
Send you a bill.
Yeah, I decided to change to purple now, right? So to
Mm.
match, purple and gold until the club is sold.
Mm. By the
Yeah.
way, I heard that they're giving out. I mean, I was at the game, but I didn't see this. But are there people giving out scarves with purple and gold on now?
Yeah,
I
but
was
the sad
reading.
part is that I was watching the whole game, right? I was trying
Mm.
to see whether we can see any purple and gold scarves in the stadium. I think the stewards and all that are onto it, so
So you
maybe
can't wear a purple and gold star and gold scarf.
I don't know whether you can
What's so
wear purple
offensive
and
about
gold.
the scarf? It's just a
Yeah,
scarf with a
yeah,
color.
no, no, no. I no, has you know that, right?
Yeah,
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is North Korea.
it's not. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, it's bloody North Korea. You can't bring your own drinks in. You can't bring your own food in. You can't bring banners in. You can't
I
bring
mean, I
this
bring
in. You
my own
can't,
food in, but
yeah.
that's
You,
because
you can hide
always.
it. You shove it up
Yeah,
your
yeah,
butt or
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
right? Take a hot dog out of your butt, right? And put it in
My
a butt.
Yorkies and my M&Ms and whatever.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
put in my
yeah, yeah.
pocket and then just like,
It's like a
you know, when they
prison,
do the
prison.
search
Yeah,
thingy, I'm just
yeah.
like,
Yeah, and they're gonna
lovely.
pat you down. My
Yeah,
God, you're going to watch a football match. Why
yeah.
are you being manhandled, right? My God. What time is it in Korea? Korea is about 1 a.m. now. 1 a.m. Korea's 1 hours ahead of us. Big up, big up, big
I
up.
was there. I
Big
was
up.
there.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I know. Yeah. But
It was
you
horrible
come
to watch.
yeah, when Conte plays like that, right? Yeah, he's a dinosaur. Yeah.
But when
Blah
Mason does
blah
it,
blah. When Mason plays like that, oh wow, right? He's a technical genius, right? So Mason in, keep him there, right? And
give
let's
him a
see what
10-year
happens.
deal. That's what I keep saying anyway.
Yeah.
Because
Give it
you
all
know
to
what?
him, right?
The reason I say this is because like we're just gonna go for another 5 managers and then up with Mason again anyway. So
No. Mason's
big
gonna be
up Chris.
there, right?
Big up Chris.
One,
He was on the.
yeah,
Did you see his picture on the BBC? Was it
yeah,
BBC?
Chris.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
vote counting or something like that, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So big
Chris.
up Chris. Yeah,
Yeah. Big up to Chris. Yeah, I saw that picture.
yeah.
Yeah. And what were they voting for? That was my question.
I'm not voting for anything at the moment, but
No,
there's
I'm saying Chris.
some.
Chris, let me
Oh,
know
Chris,
what were
yeah,
they
Chris, what
voting
were you
for?
voting
Yeah.
for? Yeah,
What was the vote of that?
because I don't even know. I'm out of politics now. I'm not
Yeah.
interested in politics.
What
I
what
gave up
what was
ages
it all about the vote for? Was it somebody's was it an MP seat, a council seat, right? Or voting to get Levy out?
Can you imagine if they had like votes? Like,
Yeah.
you could put a ballot out and you could actually vote.
Oh, to tell the truth, right? I got because I'm a Tottenham Hotspur
A local
supporters
elections.
trust.
Are you a member,
Local
aren't you? I
elections.
think you're a member, aren't you?
Local elections.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, Tottenham Hotspur supporters trust member, right? So
Mm.
some kind of a member from because I'm registered with them, right? As an
Mm.
overseas kind of thing. They send me an email, right, and ask me about the fan advisory board thing, right? So there's a link to it. Then and then I just deleted the email. What a
Thing
waste.
is, they don't. The supporters trust don't really do anything. Did you see Stel's video about the supporters trust and change
Nah,
management?
the thing is that it's not nothing to say about. I mean, change for Tottenham is something very new, right?
Yeah,
And they're
yeah,
getting a lot of flack because we don't. The public out there don't know who they are.
yeah.
I've encountered one of the guys before, during the collaboration of the YouTubers
Oh
that went. Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I said. You went to Cyprus, right? You came back, right? When you were
Yeah.
there on your holidays, right? The whole thing blew
Yeah.
up.
I know. I went away on holiday and everything just blew up. You know, I
Yeah,
had internet, but I wasn't really on Twitter that much. Or
yeah. It
I
was on
watched the
WhatsApp.
game because in
Yeah.
Cyprus, what it is, we have a black box, and you pay
Oh
like
yeah,
very small
yeah,
money, like £100,
yeah,
100 euros or something like that, and you get all the channels. So we just
yeah,
found the Spurs game pretty easily, and I watched it. But
yeah.
obviously, we lost 3-2 to Bournemouth.
Yeah,
Yeah. Another shit
Yeah,
game.
yeah, shit game. Yeah. No. The thing is that the weird part about our YouTube collaboration thing was,
Mm.
yeah, you get a
I didn't
whole
speak.
group
I
of,
said only 2 or 3 sentences that whole thing, and my only
yeah,
ideas were, like with Arsenal, the only thing I could see of people coming together was, when Arsenal did that time for change placard,
mm,
because it
yeah.
didn't say anything like it didn't say Wenger out, it didn't say anything
Mhm.
like bad. You just had
But,
to
but
scroll the placard saying
no,
time
no,
for change.
but then Has after
Yeah,
we get smacked 6-1 at Newcastle, right? Everybody comes
yeah,
leaving out.
yeah. And then now everyone's gone quiet again.
Yeah. And then when we drew with Manchester United, right? Then it goes back a bit to the a bit other side. Then we lose to Liverpool. Then it goes back a bit to this side, right?
Mm.
Come on, guys, make up your mind. That's what I'm
Well,
trying
I'm
to
not
say.
changing my mind based on like 2
No, I'm not
games.
saying you and I. I'm saying
Yeah.
the people out there, right? So make up your mind. Just make up your mind, right? But I understand it's your prerogative. You have the choice, right, to be a flip flop.
The thing is, though, I'll add Brian Daigle on Thursday. Yeah, on my show for a bit, the last half
Ah,
hour. So big up to Brian Daigle. If you're
hey,
watching
big
this,
up, Brian.
I'll send you
Yeah.
the link.
Yeah. Brian.
But
What time is it now? Brian, I think he's working at the moment.
he might be
Yeah,
doing something anyway.
yeah, he's working. Today's
Yeah.
Sunday. Or maybe he's off day. Right.
No, it's bank
Arsenal won.
holiday
We're happy.
tomorrow in England.
Oh, it's a bank holiday. Oh, I
Yeah,
think he's working in the service industry. When you're in the
so
service
maybe
industry,
he's
there's
not.
a bank
I don't know.
holiday. Yeah, it's never a
But
bank holiday.
so my argument to him was, because you have the change with Tottenham, and I have nothing against them, by the way. So if anyone's watching that, nothing
Yeah,
against them. Like, you have your own opinions, but I
yeah.
believe there's no way you can do a change for Tottenham without removing Levy, and the reason I say this is because, say if Levy put out a statement, because everyone wants to hear this long-term plan and stuff, Eugene, like, oh, we have a long-term plan, blah blah. Anyway, say he put a statement
Has
out,
has
would
he
I would believe him. Brian wouldn't believe him. All these other people wouldn't believe him. So
I
there's
won't
no other.
believe it.
So there's no other option. He has to remove
No.
Levy.
He put a statement out, right, during the Aston Villa game program, right? He said that,
Mm.
yeah, we've lost our way.
Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah,
get back our DNA. We have misspent 250 million pounds. Right. Okay. What's all that about? Am I losing power again? Okay. Let me check. Hold on. Something's going on.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I'm okay. All of a sudden, I turn all black. So I know. Lee
okay.
doing something to my stream. Come on, guys. Right? And 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 in the day, what do we
Yeah,
get?
3%.
Right? We get Nuno. Right? After 72 days of looking for a manager, we bring Paratici.
I
Paratici
went
is
to that protest,
independent.
by the way, in the summer, Eugene, the 2021 one. I went to that one.
Ah,
Yeah,
you mean the
that
one
was the first
the
one I went to.
the
I actually met
ESL?
Stell there. It was the first
That's the
time I ever met
ESL
Stell.
one, right?
No,
Is that
no. So we did, Billy and
yes.
all our group. 'Cause before Brian and Stell, like before he merged, I guess, I don't know. Before they got added to the group, I don't know. With Ryan Isaacs. So I don't think he was in our group at that point. At that time, we had the WhatsApp group at that point. Like, it wasn't
Mhm.
like a bigger thing. And then, so I know because of them. And then it was like a very public one. It was the first like very organized. I think it was the first organized protest of Vivi out. I think.
No,
And
all I know, the first organized protest of Libya was because of the ESL thing, right?
yeah, but I mean, I think that was a long. Sorry, what's the word? A last minute thing. I think.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
this one in 2021 was like a proper, like an organized one. I actually went to it.
Mhm.
And that's when I first
2021.
actually met Stell. Yeah,
What was I going to
big up, mate.
2021, that's right. Yeah, big up, Leo. Right. The only money Leo gets from me is my annual subscription to Spurs Play, yep, which I watch on our youth teams.
I don't think I even subscribed
Yeah.
to Spurs Play. I think I did the free
Uh,
trial when that was it. I
uh,
didn't bother paying
I
for that.
ain't gonna subscribe to nothing from there, right?
Yeah,
Because to tell you the truth, it's like what, £10 a month? Is
it's a
it?
lot
Spurs
actually.
Play?
So if you owe
Yeah,
another 120 quid to Levy to do nothing with,
yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
to me, in there, day, because don't forget the exchange rate and all that, it comes up to,
Oh, it must be higher for you as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I still have to pay in pounds, right? Leaving and take Malaysian ringgit. If it was 10 Malaysian ringgit, I'll do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. Right. But nah, I ain't giving him shit, right? Not a single penny from him.
So
But the
I was
sad part
touching
is,
on yesterday's game. I don't know if you heard Lloris is out for the season. So the first question: do we look
yeah.
better without Lloris? And number two, do you think he's played his last game?
To tell the truth, right? It doesn't matter whether he's played his last game, he's gonna stay. Maybe they just give him a contract extension like what they're gonna give to Dyer, Davis, right? Sanchez, Tanganga, right? Keep all the deadwood coming back. Hey, don't forget, and Dombele's coming back a champion, man. My
He
God,
went out
he's
on loan,
outdone.
and
Yeah, he's outdone Kane. Uh, Levy special 30 pounds a year. Seriously, Rob? Yeah, 30 pounds a year. Not bad. Nah, 30 pounds a
all right. I'm not watching the game,
year.
so just keep us updated. What's the point? Because I'm not
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
the
Why can't
game.
Newcastle play a long ball behind the Gunners' defense, like use the height advantage? They are trying to play through Arsenal on the floor. It's not working. No, don't worry. Maybe Eddie Howe will find a way. All right. It's still a long time
I
ago.
mean, they're going to finish in the
Uh,
top four anyway, Newcastle. So
yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, but I don't know.
I
Maybe Liverpool's chasing after them at the moment, right? They got a bit of
do
form
you
right
think they
now.
could catch Newcastle?
All
There's only three
Manchester.
games left.
Yeah, yeah. To tell the truth, don't care. Right. All I know is that Lloris out for the season. Is he really out for the season? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah. It could be an excuse. He didn't want to play, right?
Yeah.
Right. Who wants to play, right? And to tell the truth, Lloris should have been gone. I mean,
I
two
say 2
years
years
ago.
ago. That's what I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
2 years ago. Yeah, we should have got in someone capable of.
Nick
I was
Pope.
actually hoping. Yeah, I was. Yeah, no, seriously, Nick Pope. Yeah,
That's who
before
I
before
wanted anyway.
before Newcastle came and got him, right? Yep, yep,
Mm.
yep.
It was quite
Mosquitoes.
cheap anyway. I think it was only like
Yeah.
was he 15, 20 million or
15,
something?
yeah. At that time, yeah, 15, 20 million. Yeah, at that time, right? Yeah, yeah. But all the emails go straight to the bin. Oh no, that's the problem, guys. Haven't you heard from Brian Daigle, right? Brian Daigle 1.5 years ago, right? He keeps sending emails to Levy.
Yeah, I heard it. He told me this.
Yeah, he told you that story, right? He keeps sending emails to Levy, and they weren't nice emails until one glorious day that he gets blocked.
Yeah, yeah.
So your Levy ain't gonna read your email, right? Unless you're some sheik from Qatar.
This is why when I hear of like change for Tottenham sending an email or people like that sending emails to the club, they don't care about you. Levy don't care.
Okay, guys, if you send an email, general email to the club,
Mm,
right? It goes into a folder, right?
mm.
Maybe 2 years down the line, they'll read your email. Then the whole change for Tottenham most probably been changed. That's all.
It
Right?
won't exist
Oh,
anymore.
yeah, yeah. But no. You see, the thing with change of Tottenham is that they were okay. It's nothing against them, right?
Mm.
I believe it's naivety.
To think
Naive.
Levy's going to
Yeah.
change, I think that's naive.
No. Okay. Happy birthday. Okay. Birthday? Nah, my birthday's not. No, sorry. Never mind. So when they said they would do the march and all that, it was a big hoo-ha and all that, and they were supposed to merge up with the protesters and all that, and then in the end they call off the march because nobody wanted to go on that march because now they know how it feels, how the protesters feels, right? The Levy out, in out protesters have been facing this problem for the past 10 years. Okay, for the past 10 years. So as I see it, it is what it is, right?
But surely, like for me, shouldn't they have just done the march? I couldn't make the march, but sure they should have just done it anyway.
Yeah, they should have.
Even if there's only like a small percentage who want to actually
Yeah,
do
they
it,
should have.
might as well
Yeah,
just done it.
yeah, they should have. But I don't know. Maybe the 9% who wanted to
Just set
go
Levy
on.
up to be sent spam mail or porn.
No. Levy should be sending out spam mail upon. Maybe he's got an OnlyFans account we don't know about.
Oh god.
Yeah, go and check it out, guys. He needs the money.
Like Chris Cowlin, who had to put out a statement. Me and my friend were talking about this the other day. Yes,
What?
last night. Or like, Chris Cowlin had to put out a statement to say he won't call out Levy or something, an explanation as to why. You can find it on Twitter. He put a statement out.
Who cares?
I know, but it's just like, who do you think you are to need to put out a statement? Like, you're not the CEO or something.
To tell you like, I don't care, right? To tell you, I don't even watch
Slandered his character. So what am I going to do? If someone slanders me on Spurs, yeah, I'm gonna come out with a statement on Twitter and say, "This is not true about me. Stop slandering my character."
Oh,
It's
that
like, yeah, it was that sort of thing.
Yeah,
We were talking
yeah.
about it last
Oh,
night.
yeah, yeah,
But
I know, no, and I don't get any benefits from the club and the blah blah blah
yeah,
and
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
And
You
that.
saw what
Yeah,
I'm talking about, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I read a part
Anyway,
of it.
so
I read
you
it.
know
I
what?
read it, and I just didn't pay too much attention to it.
It's just like only
No,
people who are
okay.
CEOs or
To me, right?
famous people put
No, no,
stuff
no,
like
no.
that.
Has to me it's
Yeah,
very simple, right? When you get called out or you get slandered, right?
yeah,
And you come out and become defensive, right? When I
yeah.
see people like that, right? I said, yeah, you're it. Right? You're it. You know why? Because it hurts. The truth. That's why you have to come out and protect yourself. You're it. If it's not true, right? You
You
wouldn't
don't
give a
have to
shit.
say it. You don't have to. You don't have to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
My conscience is clear. What the
Mm,
fuck should I say anything about it, right? It's your conscience not clear. So you have to put out another show and say
yeah.
things like blah 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 here, blah 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 there. This is what I'm talking about. Our fan base is, right? When you get called out, you become defensive. If you are, you are. If you aren't, you aren't. That's all, right? You want to be a Levy outer, be a Levy outer. If you don't want to, don't have to. I'm not
No
forcing
one's
you to
telling
be,
you to do
right?
it, forcing you to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not forcing you to be, right? You have the choice. You make the choice. You're an adult, right? Even kids are making the choice nowadays, right? Following the parents how to protest. Yeah, right. So that's it. Yeah. So watching right, with J people. Yeah, Rob. I'm trying to get.
Mm,
I'll talk to Snell. Maybe I'll try to clip it, right? And
mm,
when I do it, do my what the Levy out Enoch out show this coming midweek, right? I will use that and see let's what kind of response we get. Yeah, JP did a very very good tour of the stadium yesterday, right? After
mm,
the game, from the state from the pitch side, well after he got kicked out of the pitch side, all the way to the bar, to the marketplace, to the club shop outside
mm,
where the viewing areas and all that. Yeah, I'll
mm.
try to get something down there, right? And let's see, maybe I'll do a show about that and talk about that, right? And to tell the truth,
Do you
what
still
I
think we're
saw,
in a minority though, Eugene?
yeah, yeah, we've always been a minority,
Yeah.
right? And the worst part is that uh, we'll never be the majority because, yeah, if you see this, if you see what happened yesterday, right? To tell the truth, yeah, let's see what happens then.
Yes, I heard what happened with that. Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. We won't go
So
there because
I thought I'd talk quickly to you about Poch to Chelsea.
ah,
What do you feel about that? And do you think some fans might change because of that or not?
Poch to Chelsea. To tell the truth, to me, it won't affect me too much because even if he comes here, right? Now thrown away only have
No,
over
they're
a
not being fussed
thousand
about
views, right? And nothing said. Very strange. Sorry. How thrown away lost 10,000
it.
viewers or something and
Their
nothing.
channel got shut down. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What's the point of FC? That Stel has explained, so I
Yeah.
won't go
Go
into
watch
it.
his
Yeah, go and
I don't want
watch
it to
some of the
explain it.
old shows. Yeah, we don't want to
Yeah.
explain it on Has
Yeah.
channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He did do a
uh,
video about it, I think, didn't he? Yeah,
yeah,
I'm sure
yeah,
he
he
did.
did
Yeah.
too. So yeah, but don't worry, more explanations will come along the way, right?
Mhm.
Poch to Chelsea, don't care. I would love him to go there, right? Bring Kane along. That's all I'm gonna say. Bring Kane with
Bring
him,
Kane on.
right? And if you can, take Sony too. If you, oh my God, yeah.
I think Kane. I think Kane's going to go United. I mean, we spoke about it earlier, but I think he's going United.
All right, if Kane goes to United, it will be something. Okay, are we gonna say that he's gonna go this summer or going on the free? That's my question.
Well, will Levy let him go on a free?
Right? No, if he ends his contract, hey, big up, Hashim, big up, right? If I mean if he plays out his contract until next year, 2024, right?
Mm.
He can go anywhere he wants and no one can stop him. You know
If
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
Kane, I'd just see out my contract and go wherever I want to
Yeah.
go.
Then he'll have a choice where he wants to go.
Mm.
But the problem is that if you were Kane, right, would you still want to be here in
No,
this
no, no,
club?
no. Just go watch their stuff. They didn't delete the channel. Just go watch the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
video he did. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, what's the point of FC? I don't want to say things like this on Has Stream
yeah.
because
Because it's doesn't. I'm not
it,
affiliated to
it,
Tottenham. I'm not linked to
yeah,
Tottenham away or
and it
anything.
wouldn't be fair to Has, right?
Yeah.
I know the whole story, but right?
I
Go and
know it
watch
as
that.
well. I know it as well because
We all know the whole
they
story, right? We all,
yeah.
yeah, we all know the whole story, but yeah, we ain't gonna say it here. Well, so where was I? I was saying what? Poch to
About
Chelsea,
Poch and
Kane. Yeah, whether Kane's gonna stay or not, right? My question is that will Kane want to stay in the club with what we have now, right?
I wouldn't, but that's me.
Yeah, I wouldn't either,
Yeah.
right? Kane has already beaten Jimmy Greaves, right? Greaves' record as the club top scorer. Okay, now he's going after Shearer's record as the Premier League top scorer. Correct?
Yep.
And he's at 209, he's 51 away. Okay. There's always been a question asked: will he stay in the Premier League or will he move overseas? Bayern Munich is interested in him. Now there's a saying maybe even Real Madrid wants him, right? So will he take that move? But for me, is that I think, right, for Kane, he would stay in the Premier League, right? The Manchester United move could be on if someone bids over the top for him this coming summer. Anything between 100 to 150 million pounds,
Oh yeah,
right?
he's gone. He's gone. Yeah.
Levy won't turn it down. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just yeah.
Okay.
What's
What's
the
the
point of
fantasy?
it?
Yeah. Well, that's why I said we ain't going there, right? I don't talk to him. He doesn't come on my channels, right?
Yeah,
We
I've
ain't,
never been on the same channel as Paddy. And he doesn't
yeah,
even. I don't follow him on
yeah,
Twitter. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So the thing is that I do follow him on Twitter. I'm not saying we do follow each other on Twitter, but I don't respond to most of his tags nowadays, right? So
Working for Levy.
uh,
I'm not
yeah,
working for Levy if you want to know that.
yeah, we ain't working
We're
for
not on
Levy.
the payroll.
Yeah, yeah. So you know who what happened and who's we know.
Yeah.
So there are
Yeah.
mistakes made there. So but don't worry, right? Karma comes and it will hurt back. So that's all I can say. Right?
But to me, that's like to go out the way to do stuff like that. It's just who has the time? I don't know. Anyway, it's just it's just
I mean,
ridiculous.
why? I ain't going there, right? Because that shows the character of a person. Simple as
Yeah.
that. That shows the character of a person, right? That's all. That's how I see it. Right? That person can be in this way, so that's his character. So fight for Europe. Come on.
Pochettino's wife is in London.
Nah. Pochettino, I think, still has a house in London, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me his wife is in London, right? Springtime. Shopping is good.
Give me a second. Why is Deli Ali trending now? Let me check this quickly.
Dele Alli is trending. I
Yeah,
don't
why is it
care.
trending?
I know he's coming back, right?
I need to do with Odegaard's statistic. That's why it's trending.
Nothing to do with that, right? But okay.
Dele Ali got 18 Premier League goals in one season and 7 assists. Odegaard's on 15 and 7 assists. And there was some that they put a tweet out, one of those, statistical.
Just comparing Odegaard with Dele Alli, something like that. So
they're saying that Odegaard got the highest amount of goals, and it's wrong because obviously Dele Ali got 18 in 2016, 2017.
Okay.
Yeah. But the 5 years. So, do you think we're going to make the Conference League now? Because we.
To tell the truth, right? It doesn't matter where we are. No, to tell the truth. Okay, Harry. If we make the Europa Cup, right, and we are going out to try to get that Europa Cup,
same Hashim,
I will be happy. All right. If we get into Conference League and we go out and try to win the Conference League, I'll be happy. I will not say that I'll be unhappy if we end up in Europe, right? But to me, what's the point? We can be in Europe and not go for
take it seriously. We don't take it
then
seriously.
won't take it seriously and make me wake up at 4 frigging a.m. in the morning to watch
us lose to a shit team.
Yeah, and watch us lose to teams like Pacos de Ferreira, right? Somewhere in some Eastern Europe country and all that. No offense to Eastern European countries, right? But it defeats the point, right? But I will still wake up because I'm a Spurs supporter. I'll watch the shows. But in the end of the day, if we do put out a fight and actually take it seriously, I don't mind. And to tell the truth, my question is, right, will Levy accept, right, us not being Europe, right?
It'll be interesting to see what will happen if we're not in Europe. What will he do?
Most probably it says that we don't have no. Most probably it says that
Lack of
the eight.
funds.
No. The 8 players are coming. No. Now the problem is that we don't even have a manager. It doesn't matter where we are. Right. We don't have a DOF. It doesn't matter where we are. Right. The thing is that we're gonna have 8 players coming back. Right. From their loans. Right. Are we gonna get rid of them? Or maybe when a new manager comes and says that, Levy says that we ain't buying any more new players. Right. Here are new players. The 8 players coming back.
But does Levy just want someone to come in? Someone to come in and just work and work.
We've got a Serie A champion coming back, right, guys? Don't laugh at it, you know. And
He went on
Bombelli,
loan for one season and won something and came back.
yeah. And Brian Hill, if Sevilla wins the Europa Cup, yeah, we got a Europa Cup champion coming back too, right? So don't laugh at that.
If you really want to know, Chris, I've never been on the Skywalk and I don't want to go on the Skywalk. So, and I very rarely buy anything in the stadium. I've only bought, I think, because I had guests once or twice to take, like my friends and nephews, and I bought them drinks because obviously it's a bit different. But apart from that, I've never bought a drink in the stadium this season.
That means if I go there, right, you have to buy me drinks, right?
Yeah.
It's called entertainment.
But you know, it's because it has a point because you know Bobby Kay, when he came, obviously he wanted to buy stuff for his kids. Obviously, you can't not buy anything in the stadium. You need water, like Stell's right. You need water to survive. So, like, I'll buy maybe water or something. But it's just,
yeah.
I give enough money to the club, and I haven't bought a Spurs shirt since the Wild White Hart Lane got knocked down. I haven't bought a Spurs shirt since then. That's when the club died, really. I think, but anyway.
Yeah, no. The club didn't die. The football died.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when the football died at our club. So. I guess welcome, congratulations, welcome to Tottenham Hotspur, right? The entertainment center where you can get your drinks, your fusion food, right? You can have fantastic skywalk, and you will sooner or later have go-karting underneath the stadium.
Have you seen that? I'm sure it's that email they sent out or that description because Iggy's spoken about it too as well. When it says at the end, and it hosts Spurs football matches, like right at the end. As like the description, we host NFL, we host concerts and all this. And at the end it goes, and sometimes Spurs matches. Something like that. Yeah.
Once in every 2 weeks we play a football game here. Get rid of Nike and bring back Hummel. I don't know. Hummel can't pay the Nike money, so that's
Chicken's the one.
Yeah. They call it Chicken House.
Chicken House?
No, in the stadium? The place.
I haven't been to that one.
Is it called Chicken House?
Is it? Apparently, you know what? To be fair, apparently their chicken's meant to be quite good, but I've never been to that one, so I wouldn't know.
No, I think this Iggy's video they did yesterday. It was called Chicken House or something like that, right?
Apparently, it's quite good, but there's no point in going somewhere like that.
If it's in Malaysia, if it's in Malaysia, you call that place a chicken house. It means a totally different thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Oh dear.
So do you want us to finish 8th or 9th? Because it's possible.
Does it matter?
Yeah. No, people won't like this because I'm with you. I don't see any point in finishing in Europe if we're not going to go and take the competition seriously like Europa League or Conference League, like Mourinho did with Roma. So for me, we might as well just finish outside Europe. There's no point otherwise.
But then the problem, if you finish outside Europe, 8 of 9 doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the prize money that the club gets, right? 8 will get a bit more, 9 will get a bit less.
No, it's not the difference between 8th or 9th. It's basically you want us to finish at 8th or 9th because I calculated the maths and we could at this point, I think we can still finish 9th, but we need all the teams below us to win games.
It means if we lose to Brentford, we lose to Aston Villa, right?
So that's true,
right? We needed Aston Villa to beat Wolves yesterday, right? To put pressure on us, but somehow or another it didn't happen. Aston Villa lost.
We got Villa away next week.
Yeah, and we got Villa away next week. And let's say even Villa beats us away next week, right?
On the same points, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll be on the same points and goal difference will be better unless Villa hammers us 5-0 or something like that.
It's possible, though.
Hump us again one more time, right? to wake
I
the
think it might
fans
be
up.
because I calculate if they win 3-1 or by 2 goals, we have the same goal difference or something, and we'll go down
No,
goals scored.
yeah. Then we'll go down goals scored. Most probably we scored
Yeah.
more goals, right? Because we got Harry Kane and so on, right? So
But yeah,
no, it doesn't matter. 7,
fight
8,
for
9.
seventh. The fight for
You remember what Conte says? What are we here to fight for? Fourth,
mm,
fifth, sixth,
yeah.
8, 9, 10?
Well, he's
He,
right. He's right.
yeah, he put out the whole range of us for us to choose, right? And we're
Pick which one.
where we
Pick
are
which
now,
one.
right? Pick which
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah.
Now we're 6. Now we're 6. Yeah.
I mean,
And don't forget,
like I said, I don't mind finishing in Europe. Like I'm with you.
Brighton has 3 games in hand on us, something like that, right?
Yeah, they do. That's why I'm saying 8th or
Uh,
9th, because if they win their 3 games at home, we go 7th. And
uh,
Villa away next week. If we lose to Villa, we're outside Europe, probably.
yeah, yeah. If we beat Villa, if we lose, but if we beat Villa, we'll more or less secure 7th spot. That's all, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because our other game's
Mm,
Brentford at home.
yeah, Brentford at home leads away,
Because
and
right now we've got 57 points. Brighton have
yeah,
3 games in hand,
yeah,
and they're on 55.
55. Yeah,
Villa got 54 with the same games played. The Brentford have got 50.
mm-hmm.
Obviously, Liverpool got 62, so forget Liverpool. We ain't catching Liverpool. We're 5
Yeah.
points behind Liverpool.
It doesn't matter 5th and 6th, right? So
Yeah,
still the same.
but I think we're still 6th. But like I said, like you said, Brighton have 3 games in hand, and we have Villa away, so we still end up
Mm-hmm.
8th.
Yeah, but I think you got to check what teams Brighton are playing, right? The 3 games in hand. Oh, tomorrow they're playing Everton. Okay,
Is that at home?
that's good. Yeah, at home, gonna
So
smack
they should win
Everton.
that game.
Yeah, but then on Sunday they gotta play Arsenal. Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Is it at home or is it away?
Away.
You know they won. Didn't they win there last season? They did.
Can't
Yeah,
remember.
they did because Trossard scored. They won
Mm,
away to Arsenal, and then we lost to them. Remember, we lost to Brighton away as well, at home as
yeah.
well.
Then after Brighton has to play Newcastle away,
Mm,
so they got 2 tough away games, right? But of course they end up with Southampton. Oh, they gotta play Man City again, and Aston Villa. Mhm.
interesting. That's
So
interesting.
Brighton's running is very tough. Apart
Mm,
from the Everton and the Southampton game, they are playing,
the
my
top.
God, Arsenal, Newcastle, M City, and Villa.
That's half their games, and then got Villa. Obviously, is like the fight for
Yeah,
6th.
Villa's the last
Yeah,
game. Yeah,
that'll probably decide the place for Europe.
maybe that might decide. Maybe Villa or Brighton gets into Europe, and maybe we will be secured,
Sneak
right?
in to the
Yeah,
top 6.
stick into
Yeah,
Europa, right?
yeah.
But to tell the truth, guys, don't underestimate the Europa Cup too, right? Because
Mm.
it's a gateway to the Champions League, right? So I don't know, maybe Levy will have a plan to get into the Europa Cup, right, and try to win it, right? At least it gets him into Champions League, right? Another way to get into Champions League, right? If you get into the Conference League, you're it's only the gateway to get into Europa League. So I don't know. It doesn't matter. We'll what's the point says we'll finish 6 or 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 or 7. Yeah, right. But I think Daniel Levy would prefer to finish 6. But if we don't have a DOF, we don't, I mean, to tell the truth, I don't even care about DOF now, right? Because nowadays
They
some
don't do
clubs don't,
anything.
yeah,
They
some
don't
clubs
do
don't even have a DOF. Now we got a CFO. So
anything.
why do we need a DOF? We got a CFO, right? So, and then they, as I see it, yeah, get the manager in, right? That's how I get the manager in. Yeah.
Well,
Harry, this time you
I
went.
went to the last game.
Oh, you were at the stadium, yeah. That means
Yeah.
you were there yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. You were there yesterday.
You
Were
know
you at
what?
the protest?
If it, no, like I said, I missed the protest because I told you I came with my cousin, so I didn't want to bring him to the protest.
Oh, yeah. You didn't go to protest with your
It
cousins,
was
right?
his first game.
Yeah.
You know, it's his first English game in England, right? And
No, tell him this is a protest. You know, this is how
no, he knows
Spurs.
about it because he's the club he supports in Cyprus. They
Mhm.
protest too. There's
Yeah.
some of them
No,
protesting
that's
against
why you
their
should
own.
bring him and say this is how Spurs protest, right? Then he'll
Yeah, it's
laugh at
not
you.
that good.
Yeah,
It's not that
what's that?
good.
You come and see my protest.
Yeah.
Yeah, our
But in
protest is
Cyprus, they're
not your
not. In
protest.
Cyprus,
Yeah.
there's only a few of them doing it. It's not. I don't think it's that big yet. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
But anyway, so I think let me talk about. Hold on, let me finish. Where is it? Yeah, let's talk about the protests. Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously, you're overseas, okay? Do you think we're making progress, or do you think there's been progress made in the protests? Because obviously the last game, the Man United game, there was the most it's ever been, and
Okay.
obviously yesterday wasn't that great. Like I said,
Yeah.
I couldn't go. So
Okay. Well, let's say let's get this as the overseas sentiment, right? I have,
mm,
of course, our Spurs overseas groups and all that too, right?
mm,
There are a lot of people on the fence actually jumping across to the Levy outside now because they can't stand it either because there's no direction, there's no plan, there's no future that they can see, right? And it's always blurred and how you say uh, undecisive, okay, by our chairman, right? Uh, but for the we call home based fans like you guys, right?
home
I
base.
see home based fans like you guys in London, right, and around the UK, right,
Mm,
United Kingdom. I see it's slowly growing, okay, because
mm.
I've been doing this Levy out thing for nearly 2 years, right. When it first started, right, we you can go back to the January transfer window, not this, the previous one. So that's
You remember
2022,
Brian
right?
and Ryan were there every day?
Yeah, yeah. Brian, and Ryan Graham, that were
I
they were there.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, there was only three people there every day, right? And then,
Mm,
of course, on the last day of that protest, right, there were more people there.
mm,
Then, of course, Stel was there. I think Rez was there. Mr. K was there, right? And
mm.
all of a sudden, in the last called minute of the transfer window, Levy pulls out Benton Core
Because that's again Ben's car. Yeah.
yeah, and
Mm.
Decky out of that. And from there, it changed our season, and we got into the Champions League, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then, right, it was supposed to be our big summer transfer window, right? That Conte will get all the players he needs and he wants, right? So,
But Seville win the European trophy every year, almost, don't they?
yeah. Seville, Sevilla, Sevilla. How would you say?
They're a well-run club, aren't they?
Yeah. If
Aren't they?
Sevilla end up in the final of the Europa Cup, right? They're
Mm.
hot favorites to win it because they've won it consecutively like 5 times in a row or something like that with Emery and Lopetegui or something like that, right?
They
Someone like
met. Don't forget they beat
was
United in the
it
last time.
Villarreal? I can't remember. Was that Villarreal or Sevilla?
Villarreal under Emery, yeah, won the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. They beat
Villarreal.
United Seville this season.
Yeah. So yeah, yep.
Mm, mm.
What's the point? FC Leicester can win an FA Cup and we can't. Don't even go there.
Wigan
So.
won the FA Cup.
Yeah, but Wigan was a long time ago. I'm talking now in the recent times, right?
It's most recent than ours though.
Yeah,
Wigan, I think it's 2012 or something. Let me
really.
check. Yeah,
Wigan last FA Cup win, was it against Man City or something like that
yeah,
game?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was against Man City, and they were the overwhelming underdogs, right? And that,
2013.
and that season they got relegated at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and that managers, who was that manager? Uh,
Roberto Martinez.
Yes, it was Martinez under Martinez.
Mm,
Yeah. So for me, the leave out protest at the moment now is growing, right? It's growing, and the more Levy makes bad decisions, the
mm.
more people will
People
turn
will
up.
turn. Yeah. Mm,
Yeah, people will turn. But the problem, people turning up at the protest, it's another question. I don't know why.
mm.
Like you're saying, change for Tottenham, right? They were doing such a big hoo ha. We're gonna march right from the high street down to the stadium, right, and blah
No.
blah blah. And they called it off for whatever reason because only 9% of their Twitter followers were willing to do that. But Change for Tottenham must always remember you can't take the consensus of Twitter because you do not know, right, the 100% of where your Twitter followers are. I follow you guys,
Yeah.
but I'm in Malaysia. How am I
Yeah.
supposed to do that?
Yeah.
So, uh,
But also, I think with this sort of thing, you kind of have to start from somewhere. You kind of have to
yeah,
start
yeah,
small.
yeah,
If that makes
yeah.
sense.
Hey, Bobby K, big up, Bobby K.
Big up,
Right?
Bobby.
Yeah, 9%. I mean, you should even in 9%, even if there's 1%, right? Even if there's one person standing there,
Mm. It's better than
I mean,
nothing.
yeah. But nothing. And I'm sure, right? Change for Tottenham would have more than 5 founders, right?
It's
At least
true.
5 people go out there and show an example. No one wants to show an example apart
Well,
from the Levy outers and Inning outers, right?
Stell
So
made a video something about this. Said that him and Brian were the first 2 or 3 people. Let's say it was 3 of them who first started protesting properly. Let's say,
mm,
and if it wasn't for
no,
them, we wouldn't have had
no,
the
no, 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 no.
yeah.
What Stell is saying, right? It's
yeah.
not Brian and Stell, right, and Ryan, right, who are the
Ryan
ones
Isaacs.
who
Yeah, I know
started
Ryan.
the
Yeah,
protest, right?
yeah.
They are not the ones. There has been protest even before Brian and Stell. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah.
now because Brian and Stell has this voice on YouTube, they are
Yes, Brian
growing
especially.
it. Yeah. Brian and Stell, right? And Stell has his own way of doing it.
Yeah, Brian's
right. Brian has his own way of doing. Stell has got his own way of doing it. But now because they have the voice on YouTube, they is shouting out more louder, and people are listening, and people are coming up, are turning up, right? But the problem is that, like fans, like for me, right? I can't be at the protest, so you guys need to represent if you are home at home base.
Eugene Levy out flag. Yeah.
Yes, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that for the Levy out protest, I see there is progress. Okay, it's not big progress, but it's still progress. That's how I see it. All right. So, and you must always understand, we are still in the infancy stage of this protesting, being big, right? Having a voice, right? On YouTube, social media, right? It's still in infancy stage,
And
right?
it's just frustrating because I've been Levy out since Redknapp, so
Yeah. But
and then
I
felt like I had no.
you must understand, a lot of people have been Levy out for a very long time, but there hasn't been a place or for people to get together, right? And do something.
Unite,
unite to do something, right? But the worst part is that instead of uniting as the Levy out group, we keep fighting among each other
between each other,
in the Levy out groups. So, so how are you going to unite, right? And all of a sudden you get change for Spurs, right? Then we ask what
these
the
other
change
ones,
is.
these other ones.
Yeah, what do you want? What does change mean?
Yeah, I don't know what they mean.
Define change. That's what we always been asking. Remember the collaboration between the YouTubers and all that? We keep asking, define it, right? And then they go and make a poll, right? And
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And when the poll didn't go the way that they wanted, they shut it down. So
Rob, I'm 31. How old do you think I am? I'm just curious now. Okay.
Yeah, and I luckily Rob is not asking my age.
Yeah. But I thought we'll talk about this briefly. I don't know if you care that much, but who do you want as our new manager? If you want, do you have a choice at all? Like, do you want to have a preference?
Heather, the tea lady.
The tea lady.
Yeah.
Is that
or Mildred? Either one of them. Yeah.
Is that for? Wait, what's the point? Is that for me or for Eugene?
For me. Oh, thank you. I'm much older than that. Yeah, I'm much older than that. Much older than that. Yeah.
I thought he was calling me 49. I'm just like,
no, me. I think he's talking about me. Me, right? What's the point?
Yes. Do you have a preference? Because obviously we've been linked with Nagelsmann. Rodgers is free. Potter's still available.
No. To tell the truth, right? In the end of the day, it doesn't matter who becomes our manager because our manager doesn't make any choices. Yeah, it's not his choice, right? Keep Mason there because he. Mason will say, okay, give me what you have, Mr. Daniel Levy, and I'll try my best.
I'll work with it. Yeah.
I'll try my best. Okay, and if it screws up, it's okay. You can sack me.
Well, my argument was another. You need to get your ass to the gym. Okay, thanks.
He's talking about you. He thinks you're 49.
Yeah. It might be my camera, But,
but no, maybe it's the lighting. Yeah, the lighting.
Yeah. Because I didn't want to switch. There's no point. There's a lot of light still, so there's no point.
Yeah.
But so I don't really have I'm with you with Mason. I think maybe if they make Mason manager and he fails, we'll have no one else to turn to.
Okay, guys.
Mason was
seriously now, right? I think, right, a lot of managers out there don't want to come. My question is that new manager, we should be asking which manager wants to come to Spurs, right? After what happened to Mourinho, right? Being
Why
sacked
would you
6
want to
days
come?
before a
Yeah,
final, right?
yeah.
And after what Conte has said, right? You know, right? 20 years, you win nothing, right? So, right?
Why would you want to come to Tottenham?
Yeah. Why would you want to come to Tottenham? To win nothing. I don't know. Because Brendan Rodgers has won in Celtic, right? He has won the FA Cup, right? So when he comes to Tottenham, he will win nothing. So it doesn't make any
But
difference.
yeah, but Rogers is, the reason I say Rogers is a possibility is because Levy's been chasing him for years, and now he's free. It's like, well, and he's a player who will manage young players, so maybe,
Harry,
you know,
Harry,
yeah.
Levy chased after managers all the time. You know, no,
Mm.
according to him, he's been chasing after Paratici. He used to be such an admirer of Mourinho.
Mourinho, yeah, Mourinho.
Yeah. So now he's chasing after Rogers go. He'll be saying, "Oh, I've been chasing after this manager too. I've been chasing after that manager too." Maybe he's having too many wet dreams about managers he could destroy the careers of. Come to Spurs and die in Spurs, right?
The money.
Yeah. It's just as long we keep the fans in the trance, right? Right. Look into my eyes.
Thing is, though, like, when I was walking home, it's interesting I bring up Rogers on purpose, right? I did it on purpose because when I was
Mhm,
walking home yesterday, walking, towards the car, whatever, 'cause we park somewhere,
mhm,
like quite far away from the stadium, but it faces going out, so it's easy to get out.
mhm,
Because Eugene, if you park in a parking places near the stadium, it's impossible to get out.
mhm,
So we park far away, not far away, but far away enough. It's walking distance, like 10 minutes,
mhm, mhm,
but it's
mhm,
quicker to get to leave the ground because it's a mess
mhm, mhm.
sometimes. But yesterday was quite quick.
Yeah, but okay, I got a question for you. You were at the
But
stadium
but I
yesterday,
heard
right?
someone say, if Brendan Rodgers becomes manager, I'm throwing away my season ticket or something. Or I'm not renewing or something. He was saying,
Mhm,
and the reason I bring this up is because of this comment, obviously.
yeah. No, but the thing is that very simple, right?
Yeah.
You must tell all the season ticket holders, don't throw away your season ticket, right?
Mm. So I
If
don't
I
I don't
were
want to
you,
throw it away because Levy might leave
yeah,
one day.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that, right? I know you have to spend the money, right? And it's a lot of
Mm,
money. Even
mm,
it's £1,000 or £2,000 per year, right? It's a lot of money for me here in Malaysia to spend that kind of money for a season ticket,
mm.
right? But what I'm saying is that if you guys are dissatisfied, keep the seat empty, right? I'm
Don't
sure
go.
yeah, I'm sure the season tickets there are at least what 20,000 or 30,000 season
On
ticket
the
holders.
waiting list, even on the
No,
waiting.
actual season ticket holders.
I'm not too sure.
I'm sure it's about that kind of amount,
At least it knows how to win a trophy.
right? 20,000, 30,000 season ticket holders, right? So
Mm,
if you guys really are dissatisfied, keep it empty, right? For 1 or 2 matches to show him, right? There are empty seats in the stadium, right? No
mm.
joke. And that's what I want to ask you. They were saying some parts of the East Stand yesterday was empty.
Yeah, you know what, Eugene? There was a lot of empty seats yesterday.
Okay, okay.
A lot of money in the
Because
chicken shop. Just go Chick
uh,
King, Chris.
chicken shop. Yeah, was it chicken house? Call it chicken shop or chicken house, right? I can't remember.
I've never been to the
Right.
one in the stadium. I've only been to Chick King, so I
Mm,
wouldn't know. I don't go to the one in the stadium.
yeah.
I've heard it's good, but I don't want to go to the one.
Yeah, you don't want to spend money there. No, but I'm saying, if the season ticket holders, right, even if 50% of you guys don't turn up and don't sell your ticket on the
Mm.
ticket exchange, right, that would be 50% less people in the state season ticket holders in the stadium,
In the stadium,
and
yeah, yeah,
they can't fill up the seats because they think that you guys are coming, right?
yeah, yeah.
So
I
that
see.
that
I
could
see
be
what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
yes or
Yeah.
no, right? And the other point is that if there's 50% of you season ticket holders who are unhappy and disgruntled, right, sing the songs, right?
Mm.
Chant Levy out. That's what you got to do, right? Because I want to tell you, yes, yesterday in the 22nd minute or so,
I
I
heard
heard,
it a bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
Levy
heard
out
it.
chant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then it stopped
I
after like.
heard it too. Yeah, then it
Yeah.
stopped. That's the sad part. Why doesn't it continue? Is it the club that will allow you to sing that chant? Are the stewards
I'll tell
clamping you
you
guys
what,
down?
Eugene. So people will look at me really weird, but I sit in the west. I've always sat in the west. This is where my dad gets the tickets, right?
Mhm,
So me and my friend, he sits like in the tier above me or something like that. We're in the same stand, but just a different bit. So we
mhm,
sing it. We would sing it, right? But no one else. Everyone looks at us really weird because we're in the West and we're singing it.
Mhm.
There's one person he goes. There's one person in front of him who sings it, and that's it. There's someone in front of me. There's one person I've heard singing it. But apart from that, you just have the South. You might have from people in the North, I guess, and then maybe
Mhm.
some in the middle-ish. There's not
Mhm.
enough people singing, so
Yeah. I don't know. That's
we
why
need to live to
sometimes
Dorset. And I don't think they did live to Dorset. But
what the
honestly, their
thing,
chicken there is
right?
so good. It's so good. Their chicken there is so good.
Oh, Rob
I
Belcher
love it.
stays in Dorset. Okay.
Yeah,
Big up Rob. Big up Rob. Rob's a
yeah.
big support. No, but the thing is that as I see it, right, that's why sometimes it's so sad, right, that we have to feel to make the players lose and play like shit until the fans wake up
Mm.
and what call make a stand and make a protest and all that, right? So why? My
So
question is
Eugen,
why?
I'll tell you something. So, when we had Pochettino and everyone was
Mhm,
hopeful and stuff. So we
mhm,
had that transfer window when we signed in Kudu, Sissoko,
mhm,
Paul Lopez, Janssen,
mhm,
and Wanyama. So that window,
mhm,
Eugen, I had got so much stick on Twitter. You have no idea, because I was seeing screaming then Levy out. These
mhm,
transfers are not good enough. We're not going to win the title.
mhm,
Chelsea going to win the title. I was saying from then Chelsea winning the title under Conte before the season even started. Everyone was like, "No, why are you saying that? Look at Tottenham. We're so much." I'm like, we didn't sign anyone good. We only signed one good player when we were on the up. Wanyama, that was it. And
yeah.
and
No,
obviously, and the season
no,
after that, I was the same. But I got so much stick on Twitter back then because because what it is, they see Spurs as say we finish fourth, right, or third or something. They see us, oh, we're doing really well, even though we're not actually winning anything. So as soon as you say criticism of the club, or obviously I was criticizing
that's
Lever,
why I
right?
keep saying,
Yeah.
has we've been hypnotized, right? Look into my eyes, right? Give me your money, right?
Mm.
Well, I'll give you top four. That's all you need to know, right? Just top four, right? You don't have to go for the cups because during the Poch era, right?
We didn't go for any
I
cups. Apology.
no, that's the thing. Poch was no. I do not know whether this is a Levy instruction to Poch is that your aim, right, is to get top four and try to win the Champions League. Because whenever Poch came up during his cup
Mm.
runs, right, he will keep
I
saying, "This is
remember.
not
Yeah.
important. This is not important," right?
I remember.
These are
Yeah.
the small, we call
Smaller
small
cups.
trophies,
Yeah. Yeah.
small trophies, smaller cups, right? We are going for this. We're going for the bigger ones, right? Maybe he was sold a pipe dream, right? But along the way, he himself got lost in that dream because don't forget, while we were building the stadium, 3 transfer windows, we got
We
zilch,
didn't sign anyone. Yeah. Yeah.
zilch, right?
Yeah.
And our great chairman came out and says, "No, we will build this stadium, right? And it won't affect our transfer window." Yeah, it won't affect our transfer window because we didn't have any transfer window.
Yeah. It didn't exist for us. We
We
got
didn't
our
have
own
it.
ban. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
We imposed our own. We had our own sanctions on us. Yeah,
when Chelsea had the transfer ban in the same period
yeah,
as well, I think. I
yeah.
think they had the transfer ban,
So,
didn't they, for one window or something?
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. New manager, does it matter? Yes.
Just give it to
Terry,
Mason.
yeah, they say just give it to
I'm with
Mason
Bob,
because
but
we,
just give it to Mason.
yeah, to tell the
Yeah.
truth, yeah, honestly, give it to Mason, right? Give it to Mason because it doesn't matter.
I hope they
All in
score.
my
I might
opinion.
watch the end of it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, so before I finish off this closing thoughts, obviously we've got Villa away next week. Do you think we're going to get anything? And also, where do we go from here as a club?
Oh, to tell the truth, right? Closing thoughts is very simple. Home based fans, please go out and protest, show your dissatisfaction. Don't turn up in the stadium. If you're a season ticket holder, do what like Has does, right? Smuggle in the flags, the balloons, the
And the
scarf,
tweets
right?
and the sweets.
And the sweets and you know and your snacks and all that. Don't spend
Yeah.
money in the stadium, right? Which could tell the truth, it doesn't matter too much because if you've seen the clips from what happened yesterday from Tottenham away after the game, what
Now
JP
people
Brown
out drinking
stadium.
and
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
so apparently after Bournemouth, can you correct me if I'm wrong about this? I heard that apparently there were people like drinking and celebrating at the bar even after Bournemouth we lost to Bournemouth.
No, to
I
tell the
wasn't at the
truth,
game, so I wouldn't know.
no,
But
I don't know. I was in a game too, but the thing is
yeah.
that what JP says and I think Stel says, right? It doesn't matter whether we win, lose, or draw, right?
Mm,
The people will still go out and spend the money, right?
mm,
Celebrating, drinking, spending, buying food, and all that. So,
mm.
and what they've been saying is that the Spurs stadium doesn't have a football feeling in it anymore. Certain parts feel like a mall, certain parts feel like an airport, certain part feels like a food court, right? In a mall, right?
Mm.
And when JP brought us into the store, the store, the Spurs shop,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Right, the Spurs shop. My
It
God,
was
it was like
packed. It was packed.
it was packed and it was like
Yeah.
a mega store. You
Mm.
can say no, the one end to the other end, it took JP like 10 minutes to walk, right?
I went.
And then
I didn't. Just so you know, I didn't buy anything. But last time I went was with Ellie because she wanted to buy something.
yeah,
It was packed. It was literally packed.
yeah. And then
Uh,
the queue to the cashier,
Yeah.
you know how long it was, right? So it doesn't matter. That's why it's all down to the fans. You get what I'm saying? If the fans
Mm.
want to change, then we'll get a change. If the fans keep doing this, right, it won't change.
Feeding the what's it
Yeah,
called?
feeding. Yeah, yeah. What's going to happen to Spurs? Spurs.
Relegation.
No, 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 no. We no. One thing is that right. Daniel Levy will never let us be at a point of relegation. Simple as that, right? And
And
unless
you're
something.
right, Eugene, because when we got Redknapp in, he spent that window. Remember in
Yeah,
January, he got
he
Defoe
will
back, Keane
yeah,
back,
yeah.
and we
Crouch
stayed
back.
up. We finished
Yeah,
eighth.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he will never let us go into relegation, right?
Mm.
Because that will actually get him sacked,
Yeah.
right?
It's like,
Right.
imagine that's
So
it.
yeah.
That's I think the only way that
No, but
VVL
most
will
probably,
happen
right?
is
Most
if we get
probably,
relegated.
because there's been this talk about the parachute payments dropping back down into the
Mm.
championship and all that, right?
Yeah, I've
If
heard
they,
about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
if they scrap that, right, then he'll get sacked, right? If they don't scrap that, right, most probably he'll tell Joe Lewis, right? Look what I've done, right? I got you extra
I've made some
100.
more money. Yeah.
I made some more money going down, right? Why don't we change? Why don't we change our plan now? We ain't going for top four, right? We're going
We're
to play
trying to get
ding dong.
relegated. Yeah.
No, we're going to play ding dong. You know, like Norwich. One season up, you get
Yeah.
150 million. You go back down, you get 150 million. If you do it 10 seasons in a row, my
Yeah.
God, the stadium is paid for.
Yeah.
And along the
I didn't.
way, you don't have to buy players.
Yeah.
Save money there too. Oh my God, I've given him a bad idea, haven't I?
Yeah. Oh, he's probably watching this thinking, yeah, let's get relegated next season.
Yeah, let's get relegated. See, no, you know why? Because he said, since no manager wants to come and manage us, right? Let's put
Yeah.
Rhymes in there, get us relegated, and Rhymes will bring us up. Spend a bit money while we are down there, get us up again, down again, up again, down again. Every cycle you get about 300 million pounds. 10 cycles you get 3 billion. Woohoo!
Paid off the
Right?
stadium, double. Yeah.
Yeah, we paid off the stadium. We can buy another stadium.
Yeah. Build a women's stadium. That's where the money will go to. It'll be like another big
Yeah,
women's stadium across the road.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
More
But
more infrastructure. More.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mm. So
And of course,
Legion, are you like? Are you live tomorrow? Are you doing? Are you?
yeah, tomorrow I'll be doing my 3 p.m. UK time show, right? But
Mm,
that show more or less I'll get in fans from other clubs to talk about
mm.
the actual football that happened between the clubs and all that, right? And somewhere on Wednesday or Thursday,
Yeah, we'll
5
leave you out.
p.m. UK time,
Yeah.
I'll be doing my Levy Out show, right?
Mm,
That one I'll plan something. Maybe I'll get the clips from JP and we'll go through it and study. And let's see
mm.
whether I'll get some guests in this time, right? Because the last one I didn't have any guests. I was just
Really?
talking.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just talking to the guys in the chats, right? For
Did
45
you put
minutes
the
or so.
StreamYard in the link in the chat though? Didn't
No,
you?
no, no. I didn't put a stream link in the
Oh.
chat. I just want to try something different, see
Mm.
whether I can handle alone, doing alone. Do what Tommy does. Right?
I've done it before. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
depends. Yeah.
And no, number one, you need enough people in the chats to communicate with, right?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
we can have a conversation, right? And questions asked, question answered, and all that. So I don't know. Maybe if nobody joins me again, I'll do
Q&A.
the same thing. Yeah, do the same thing. Just do a Q&A in the chats, right? But you must have at least 6 to 7 or 8 people in the
Yeah, I was
chats,
gonna say
right?
to talk to. Yeah. Yeah.
Someone to
Yeah.
talk to, right? If not, you'll be talking
But
to yourself.
but it's quite funny. I've noticed some of the solo ones I've done, I've got subscribers off more subscribers
Yeah,
sometimes than of the solo ones, and I've like these
yeah,
ones, which is
yeah,
very weird because I'm just like sitting there ranting most of the time or talking
yeah,
about random stuff like without any sort of like plan, and then just
yeah,
somehow people just I don't know.
yeah. You get subscribers, more subscribers like that too, right? But
I don't know.
it is
I
what
don't
it is.
understand. But
Yeah,
I was just talking rubbish for about an hour, and
I know. I mean, I'm just
Anyway, so
you
if you're
just
not subscribed to this channel,
right?
though, please go subscribe.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're not
Please
subscribed
subscribe
to
to
Union,
Hasper and Persuasion TV.
Persuasion TV, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
So
But the
most
thing is that
likely we'll be back next Sunday, I guess, because we've got playing Villa
yeah,
on
yeah,
Saturday. So next
yeah.
Sunday,
We'll be back next
yeah,
Sunday. Yeah, we'll be back on
yeah.
next Sunday. Yeah, that'd be
I
nice.
just maybe I'll call this like a flagship show, but or something.
Mm.
But I don't know. It depends on
It's up to
Spurs
you.
because if
Yeah,
Spurs finish in Europa, we're gonna have Sunday games, aren't we?
yeah. Then we'll be doing watch-alongs.
Yeah, let watch along Sunday.
Yeah. No, okay.
Yeah.
Recently I've stopped doing my Sunday watch-alongs because Tottenham Way is doing the watch-alongs, right? Because Stella has said he's not going back to the stadium, so I rather join Tottenham Way, right? And and then I don't have to rush back home because don't forget, by the time I finish work on Sunday like today, right? I just come on just in time. That's why I like it when it's 12 a.m. my time, 5 p.m. your time, because I don't have to rush.
Evening games, sort of.
Yeah, the evening games and all that, right?
4:30.
Because let's say if it's the 4:30 game, it's good for me because yeah, what? Who's got an own goal?
No, Newcastle are losing 2-0 to an own goal by Shah. That's what I just thought.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not sure interested in that game now.
Right. So if it's like something like 4:30 game, if it's call daylight saving time is +8, then I'll have at least more time to start the show at 12:30 a.m. my time. And if it's like 7 hours, right, for the time difference, then I'll have to start my show at 11:30. And then, when you're doing watch along, you can't start it at 11:30. It has to be something. Right? So on Sunday, I'll be like rushing home, right, to get everything done, have my dinner, take a quick shower, have a quick dinner, and jump into the seat and start the show off. Right. So it's a bit stressful. So I thought we can do it. So, but guys, I don't know. When the season ends, what kind of shows you gonna do? That's the question that's gonna come. So most probably after when the season ends, right?
Shows. Manager shows that we don't have a manager. We won't have a manager.
Yeah, and most probably this midweek show there'll be a countdown starting, right? How many days we haven't had a manager?
Mr. Box Office.
I said it. I was the one who said it first. Let's start the countdown. March 26th.
Day 1. Yeah.
Day 1 is March 26th since Conte left. Today is what? May the 7th. Yeah, count it. How many more days are we gonna get? Bob Spurs says 100 days before we get our manager.
I said 100 days too. I think it'll be 100 days.
But okay, if you count 100 days, right, from now until June, right, it could be 120 days, 150 days. We won't get a manager. What if it falls into July?
Because they're trying to negotiate.
Yeah. Right. And then don't worry. Mason most probably will still be at the wheel when they go on to the Asia tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget, guys.
Do you see Mason with his tracksuit yesterday?
And the worst part is that they're going to Singapore to play. Who are they playing? They're playing Roma in Singapore, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, the Mourinho.
Yeah. They're gonna play Mourinho, right? And if on all, you know why they pick Singapore? Because Singapore, right, has the highest currency exchange, right, in whole of Southeast Asia.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Because Singapore is considered a developed country in the world. So it's the only developed country in Southeast Asia, right? They won't have it in Malaysia. Why don't they have it in Thailand? Why don't they have it in Indonesia? You get what I'm saying? Indonesia's got 300 million people. Pick Singapore where there's 5 million people, right? No, because of currency exchange plus other things, right? Which I won't go into.
Don't tell it because Levy will get wind of it.
No, Levy knows what he's doing. That's why he's going to Singapore, right?
Anything to make money.
So, guys, the ticket came out already. I've seen the ticket prices in Singapore. The cheapest price, right, is 100 over Sing dollar.
Is that a lot?
That is about 300 ringgit. That's about 50 pounds.
50 pounds just for a friendly.
Yeah. Right.
I thought friendlies are meant to be like 20 quid or something cheap.
No, and it goes all the way up to the super tier VIP at 900 Sing dollars, which is about 3,000 ringgit. That's about 500 pounds.
500 pounds.
Yeah.
For a friendly.
Yeah.
500 pounds.
Yeah. Ka-ching.
Wow. Yeah, he's gonna make a lot.
And then you imagine, right? The people going to come on. How many Spurs fans are there in Singapore? Wake up, guys.
Yeah.
200, 300, 400, 1,000, 2,000. You got a stadium of 40,000? How you gonna fill it up? Malaysians,
Chris Cowden.
Indonesians, Thailand. No, the Thais will come all over
Yeah.
Southeast Asia. The people fly into Singapore.
Korea, from Korea, yeah, they'll come
Korea,
from Korea.
yeah, they'll
They'll
come.
pay a lot for just to see
Yeah,
Son, pretty much.
yeah.
I know,
Well,
but
the
it's
sun is
true.
will be there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe we get Mitoma along the way. Then maybe Japanese.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
same as
guys, don't worry. We're unveiling the new Chinese superstar. Scott
yeah.
Munn.
Do you remember when we signed Kumalo because he was South African?
Can't remember that.
That's South Africa World Cup. After the
Oh,
World
yeah,
Cup,
yeah,
Spurs
yeah,
signed
yeah,
Kumalo and Pienaar
yeah.
to try
Oh,
and
Pina. I remember Pina.
tap into that market.
Yeah,
Kumalo as
I
well,
remember
the
Pina.
centre half.
Yeah,
He played in the World Cup for South
yeah.
Africa.
I
He never
remember
played
Pina.
for us though. Kumalo,
Yeah,
Bungali Kumalo. Do you remember him?
nah.
He was a
But
centre
Pina,
back.
yes, but not Kumalo.
He didn't. Pienaar wasn't good for us at all, was he? But yeah,
Yeah, Pina was Pina, right?
he didn't fit. Just didn't fit where we played. So anyway, it's been guys having you on and Levy out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Levy
Go
out.
to protest, guys. Don't forget Brentford. Leave you out.